God made the male to be the carrier. And when the carrier is gone, you got a house without foundation. That's why God says, honor the Father. Put him in his place. Make sure he stays where he belongs. Why? He's on the bottom of the human race. Most men believe they are the head of the home, and that's wrong. You are not the head of the home. You are the foundation of the home. Roots are at the bottom of the tree. The foundation carries the whole house. And so when the foundation is defective, you condemn the whole house. I was telling the men at TDJ's conference this week, I said, listen, don't be hurried to take women out of their parents' homes. You don't know what you're doing. This ain't about sex and about breasts. This is about carrying a whole life for the rest of your life. Can you carry this life? This ain't about finding a domestic servant to cook you food, and a housemaid to clean your shirts and iron. You're supposed to carry the whole thing as the male. Leave her in that house if you are not ready to carry her for the rest of your life. This is tough. You're the foundation. Take a note here. The Father is the foundation. The Father is the root. Abba. The Father is the source. The Father, the word, means genetic pool, progenitor. That means the Father provides the kind of genetics that the offspring will have. Which means that the offspring is no better off than the source. So you produce after your kind, and if you don't like what you see, it's because of you. If you are the progenitor. Very important. I want to talk in this session about, therefore, the model father. What's the model true father? I want you to write this down because we're going to take a look at the greatest father that ever lived and what his son says about him. His son reveals what a father should think about a father, about a son, and a son about a father. What I'm going to show you now is what a son said about his father so that you can see what a father is supposed to be to a son. Everybody still with me? Let me try it again. What I'm going to show you now is the perfect father, the ultimate father. And I'm going to show you what his son says about him so you can know what a father is supposed to be to a son. Because the son is also the perfect son. Also, I want to show you that this son tells us about his father, but he also tells us that all the fathers should be like his father. Let's read it. Matthew 5, verse 47, 48. Jesus said, be perfect, therefore, just like your Father is perfect. In other words, my Father is the model, follow him. Do what he does, say what he says, live like he lives, and then you'll be a perfect father. Let's read the first thing he says about his father. This is deep stuff for me. Matthew 11:27, Jesus speaking, he says, all things have been committed to me by my Father. No one knows the Son except the Father, and no one knows the Father except the Son, and those to whom the Son chooses to reveal him. Now this is loaded. Look at the first line. He says, all things have been given to me by my Father. Let me ask you, you got how many sons? 4 sons. This young man got 4 sons. And what this is telling us here is that you should accumulate something to give to your sons. I can stop right there and go home. If you are a father, you have to prove it by having something to pass on to your children. All that the Father has committed to me. Let me put it another way. Let's reverse it. Can you trust your kids with everything you built up? Have you trained them so well that you know they won't destroy it? Can you pass on the 30-year business you built to your children and trust them not to destroy it? That's what he said. The Father has committed everything to me. The Father trusts me so well. He knows He trained me so well. He can leave the inheritance to me. You, of course, I know what's going on in your mind, right? A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Can you be such a good father that what you're building, you're not just building a business, you're also building the children to keep it? How many people build a big business and lose their kids? And then when they die, their kids sell it off. You know, there was a hotel downtown in the Bahamas on Bay Street called the Corona Hotel. I don't know much about it, but it's one of the best restaurants I've ever eaten at for years, right? Nice hotel. And then all of a sudden, someone just, I don't know, something crazy. And the hotel just stood there for years empty. And I think it's still empty after 20 years. I'm thinking, where are the children? Are you building a business, a ministry, a career that when you die it's gone and the kids got nothing? A good father can give everything he has to his children. Some men win their career and lose their family. When I was a kid, I made a decision that I'm going to have something to give my kids. When I think of some of the men in our country who have done very well, you know, most of them are from the other side of the track. Solomon and Sons, Pritchett and Sons, Milo Butler and Sons. So have you got you yet, and Sons? Will your sons have something to inherit? I know we got single mothers here and you're wondering, Pastor Myles, what about me? I can get to you later. But you see, we got David the man. The men got to get their head on right. You have to have something to give over to your children. That's the perfect father. And then he says, no one knows the son except the father. How well do you know your son? Or your daughter? How well do you know your children, father? Now, notice, it says no one knows the son like the father. This is important. You can't know your kids if you don't spend time with them. The average father doesn't have conversations with his daughter. And even worse with the son. The average father never talks to his son except, look at your punch, boy. Touch your hip. That's not conversation. You can't know me by keep commanding me. Do you know your daughter? Do you know what she's thinking? What she's feeling? Do you know about her menstruation? Does she have cramps or what? Do you know her? Do you know your child? That's what Jesus said, a good father. He knows his son. You know, I spend time with my daughter and son. My son and I work together now very much closer. But we're always very close. And even more and more, it's getting better and better. My daughter and I spent all week together and talked to her about deep things, your dreams. What are you feeling? How are you feeling? What's going on in your life? I want to know, what about your friends? What about your desires? Do you talk to your children on that level? No one knows me like my daddy, he said. Me like my father. And then he says, and no one knows my father except me. Boy, it's a tough one, eh? How well do your kids know you? Do you give them a chance to really know you? Your fears? Your dreams? Your doubts? Your testimony? Your kids know how you got saved and what you think about God, and do they know about your prayer life or how you study the Word? Do your kids know you too? A good father reveals himself to his children.